One, he said, I have trekked this road today and I have seen how the road is. I am going to tar this road to this ground.
Okay.
That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, he said, please, Father, give me 20 indigent persons, the poorest of the poor. I will make sure in 2 weeks' time they join the Anambra team to Jerusalem. I am going to sponsor.
Okay.
These are what he didn't, he never at all mentioned any party or anybody or
was
whatever.
there amongst the 7 people
Yes.
that attended
Yes.
or followed or were part of the team that went with the governor?
Yes.
Was there any of them who was on the campaign train of the APGA candidate?
No, you see, the APGA candidate himself was there.
Or he was there?
He was there
with the governor,
with the
or
governor
separately?
He came with. We all came back from Bayelsa, and the governor requested those who are Catholics to proceed to the place, and we proceeded because on Thursday, previously on Thursday, they were to have a bazaar. I understand this ceremony was to end up in a bazaar, and the Reverend Father wanted as many candidates to come to the event, not on the same day. Ngige was there on Thursday, and Labour had previously appeared. He takes them one after the other. So Sunday was the one he made for the governor, and of course he expected naturally that the governor will now come with the candidate of his party. Okay. But no right to speak, and he never spoke. I mean, the candidate.
They have the candidate.
Yes.
Not.
Okay, let me swing to Mr. Gbokwe on this side. We have read about calls for the arrest of your party candidate, Dr. Ngige. What were the reasons given? He wasn't even there.
See, I was not there. I didn't know what happened. It's the commissioner that was there that will tell us what happened. And my friend that will tell the world what happened. And before we do that, I want us to remember that nearly 30 people died.
25.
And we must understand this. These are just poor people who went to the adoration ground to seek the face of God. People go to that place for different kinds of things, you know, life challenging problems, you know, barrenness, family squabbles, and all kinds of problems. This is not a place to play politics.
Of course.
I will not be the last man that will play politics with the life of people. But, you know, I'm not a Catholic. The governor is a Catholic. Our own candidate is a Catholic. The Labour Party candidate is also a Catholic. And one fact I want to bring also here is that in such a gathering, you don't say that these are Catholics only. People go to where they will get miracles.
Yeah.
All kinds of people, even the Anglicans go there. Even the Pentecostals go there. But something happened. And we saw, you know, what pain does that they are calling for our candidate to be arrested.
Yes.
To be arrested. Why? He was not there. The people we saw were the governor, the party chairman, national chairman was there in full party regalia. The candidate was there, and other party chieftains, he would have been there also, adorned with this regalia. So I think the sensibilities, if there were any reactions there, I think the sensibilities of people who came to seek the face of God, you know, was some kind, they were affected and they began to talk. I don't know what happened. I was not there.
Okay.
They were there will be able to tell us what happened. Okay. And my own is to ask them to speak the truth and nothing but the truth.
I do beg your pardon. I will come to you. But I need to go back to the person who was there present to tell us what caused these political undertones that we're hearing about. What happened at this prayer session that caused all these political things that we're hearing of?
It's just unfortunate, my sister, because why people should politicize that kind of sad development is what I don't know. But I did an insider account as a person that attended the program. The ultimate reason of doing that was simply to satisfy my conscience, because right there, while we were trying to rescue the injured and also try to see how we can revive some people, I have my phone. Immediately, I started seeing some posts through the internet. One of the posts I got, immediately, just 2 hours after the incident, I saw a post that the governor of the state and his Appah, whatever, they have gone to Uke to murder innocent people. That somebody, they did this in retaliation because they were booed. That place.
Event, but they were
not booed. One, what happened? Why that political something could even come in the first place was that immediately the governor rose to the podium to speak. Some people brandished Labour Party and APC posters.
You saw that?
I saw them. And the priest immediately reprimanded them and said, this place, I have seen most of you waving banners of candidates and whatever. This place is not a political ground. I'm only allowing the governor to talk because he is the state chief executive. He's the only person I will talk. Let me tell you also that God has told me who will be an Anambra governor. It's better you people stop all these things. But I won't mention it. God has told me who will be governor. But I won't mention it. You better stop all this political whatever. I'm not going to turn this place into a political arena.
Okay. Now, sit down.
Now, those who were out there now said tear gas was fired.
Which is not true.
Thugs also fired guns. Which was totally false. And alluded it to the people that quietly came and left the scene on their own.
And by the time this stampede happened, the governor had already left. So, Sidon, what are your thoughts about the desperation of politicians who don't even have any qualms about using a church gathering? This is, I mean, I was in Catholic school for 7 years, so I know how solemn Catholic events are and are supposed to be. And people are going there to go and brandish posters and banners and things. What are your thoughts about that kind of behavior?
Were strange developments. First and foremost, I would like to make this point. There is an increasing tendency for people outside Anambra State to think that politics in Anambra State is violent. It's not true. Our people do not engage in violence. We excel in what the former British Prime Minister Churchill called joy-doing. We do not want war. You don't hear or read of incidents of people being murdered or killed for political reasons. And I will say this for record purposes. If there are two politicians in Anambra State who have displayed great magnanimity, who are not given to violence, I will tell you, one, Dr. Chris Ngige, two, Mr. Prt2, the governor. These two individuals are both violence, and the two of them are my good friends. And I did work closely with Ngige when he was the governor. I knew many times there was pressure from some quarters to move against opponents, including those who bought Anambra State, who tried to assassinate him. On each occasion he refused. He told them, apart from being a human being, I'm a Christian and I'm a medical doctor. I took the hypocritic oath to save life, not to destroy. Throughout that period, when they were in court for 3 years...
I do beg your pardon, Sidon. Please hold that thought. We have a caller on the line. Please turn down the volume of your TV set and make your point quickly, Morris.
Hello.
Good morning, Morris. Go ahead and make your point, please.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. My name is Morris. I'm calling from the UK.
Morning.
Yeah, we are seeing on the television and what is happening around Nigeria in general. I think the people that are either trying to contest the election or the governor or the honorable who are not honorable at all, I think none of them deserve to be in the seat compared with the UK people. If you look at what is happening